The sun was barely peeking over the horizon when I found myself standing on the edge of a truck stop. My backpack slung over my shoulder, my thumb extended toward the open road. I had no map, no fixed plan, just an insatiable urge to keep moving. A heavy diesel engine roared as a massive 18-wheeler slowed down beside me. The driver, a burly man with a grizzled beard and tired eyes, leaned over and rolled down the window.
"Where you headed?"
"Wherever you're going." He smirked, shaking his head.
"You're either crazy or lucky. Hop in."
And just like that, my journey began. The truck rumbled along endless highways, crossing cities, borders, and landscapes that shifted from rolling hills to sun-scorched deserts. The driver, whose name was Leon, had been hauling goods across countries for over 20 years. He told me stories of smuggling attempts at border crossings, corrupt checkpoint officers, and nights spent parked in the middle of nowhere, listening to the howling wind. For the first few days, it was exhilarating watching the world blur past the window, feeling the freedom of the unknown. We ate at roadside diners, slept in the back of the truck when motels were too expensive, and laughed over stories of our past lives. But then, reality struck. We were deep in a no-man's land between two countries when trouble found us. At a remote checkpoint, a group of armed men, definitely not official border patrol, flagged us down. Leon cursed under his breath as he pulled the truck over. They surrounded us, rifles slung over their shoulders, eyes scanning us like wolves sizing up prey.
"Step out."
Leon exchanged a glance with me.
"Stay quiet. Follow my lead."
We climbed out, the desert wind whipping around us. The men demanded to check the cargo. Leon hesitated, then reluctantly opened the back of the truck. I held my breath as they riffled through crates and boxes, looking for something, anything to justify shaking us down. Then, they found my backpack. Scarface unzipped it, pulling out my worn journal, my clothes, and a small wad of emergency cash. He turned to me, smirking.
"Traveler, huh?"
He pocketed the money without hesitation. My blood boiled, but I said nothing. Leon's hand gripped my shoulder in warning.
"Let it go. Not worth it."
Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they waved us off. We climbed back into the truck, silent as Leon started the engine and pulled away. My heart pounded as I watched them disappear in the side mirror. That night, parked under a canopy of stars, I sat outside the truck, staring into the vast emptiness. I didn't think it'd be this dangerous.
Every great adventure has a price, kid. The trick is knowing when to pay and when to walk away.
I nodded, his words settling into my bones. The road had given me freedom, yes, but it also came with risks. And yet, even with the fear still lingering in my chest, I knew one thing for certain. I wasn't ready to stop. Not yet. The next morning, with the sun rising behind us, we hit the road again, destination unknown.